At 2:47 a.m., Sam's phone buzzed, slicing through the silence of his empty Seattle bedroom. The notification from Chase Bank glowed on the screen. 2 business-class tickets to Miami, purchased by his wife, Lisa, at $4,200. 2 tickets, not one. His stomach churned. Lisa hadn't mentioned any trip. After 17 years of marriage, Sam knew her late nights and vague excuses too well. He grabbed his phone, heart pounding, and opened the banking app. The transaction was real, dated yesterday, for flight next Thursday. Sam sat up in bed, the weight of suspicion crushing his chest. Lisa was supposed to be at a marketing conference in Denver, but she'd been distant for months, short texts, distracted dinners, work calls that ended when he entered the room. He'd ignored the signs, chalking it up to her high-pressure job. Now the second ticket burned in his mind. Who was it for? He needed answers. He crept to the home office, where Lisa's laptop sat open. She hadn't logged out, a rare mistake. His hands shook as he opened her email. A message from Trevor Cole caught his eye, marked with a heart emoji. Sam clicked, his throat tightening. "Can't wait for Miami, babe. Just us, no distractions," Trevor wrote. Attached was an itinerary. Flights, a suite at the Fontainebleau, dinner reservations at a beachfront restaurant. The second ticket was for Trevor, Lisa's colleague from her firm. Sam's vision blurred with rage and betrayal. He scrolled through their emails, each one a dagger. Late-night plans, flirty messages, photos of them laughing at a bar. They'd been meeting for months, using her business trips as cover. One email mentioned transferring $10,000 to a new account for our future. Sam froze. That was their joint savings, money for their daughter Emily's college fund, and their retirement. Lisa wasn't just cheating. She was stealing from their life together. He slammed the laptop shut, his mind racing. Confronting her now would only spark denials. Lisa was a master at spinning stories, and Trevor, with his slick charm, would back her up. Sam needed proof, something undeniable. He remembered his old college friend Mike, a lawyer who'd handled fraud cases. Mike would know how to dig deeper. Sam shot him a text. "Need your help. Lisa's cheating and moving money. Can we talk tomorrow?" Mike replied instantly. 8 a.m. Bring everything you've got. Sam returned to the bedroom, unable to sleep. He thought of Emily, 19, away at UCLA, oblivious to her mother's lies. Lisa had always played the perfect mom, posting family photos on Instagram while planning her escape. The betrayal wasn't just personal, it threatened their daughter's future. Sam's anger hardened into resolve. He wouldn't let Lisa destroy everything they'd built. By 4 a.m., he was at his desk, downloading banking records from their joint account. He found 3 transfers to an unfamiliar account over 6 months, totaling $25,000. Each was labeled consulting fees, but Sam knew Lisa's firm didn't pay like that. He saved screenshots, his hand steady now. This wasn't just about heartbreak, it was fraud. He opened Lisa's email again, searching for more. A confirmation from a real estate agent in Miami popped up. "Your offer on the condo is pending." Sam's blood ran cold. Lisa and Trevor weren't just planning a fling. They were building a new life, using his money. He forwarded the emails to a private account, one Lisa didn't know about. Every piece of evidence was a weapon. At dawn, Sam made coffee, his mind clear. He wouldn't scream or beg. He'd outsmart her. Mike's advice would guide him, but Sam already had a plan forming. He checked the airline's website. The Miami flight had seats available. He could book one, right next to theirs, and face them head-on. The thought of Lisa's shock fueled him. This wasn't revenge yet, it was justice, and he was just getting started. At 8 a.m., Sam met Mike at a quiet diner near downtown Seattle. He slid a USB drive across the table, loaded with Lisa's emails, bank records, and the Miami itinerary. Mike, a sharp-eyed lawyer with 15 years in fraud cases, skimmed the files on his tablet. "This is bad, Sam," he said, frowning. "The transfers alone could be embezzlement. If she's using company funds, it's corporate fraud." Sam clenched his jaw. "What do I do?" Mike leaned forward. "Document everything. Get access to her firm's financials. And don't confront her yet. She'll cover her tracks." Sam nodded, his mind racing. Mike suggested hiring a private investigator, but Sam couldn't afford it. Instead, he'd do the digging himself. Back home, he installed a monitoring app on his laptop, syncing it to Lisa's email and cloud storage. It felt invasive, but her betrayal justified it. By noon, the app flagged new messages. Lisa and Trevor discussing finalizing the account before Miami. Another email confirmed a $15,000 transfer to the same secret account. Sam saved it all, his anger fueling his focus. He called Sarah, their firm's accountant and a trusted friend. "I need you to check something," Sam said, voice low. "Lisa's been moving money. Can you look at the company books?" Sarah hesitated. "That's serious, Sam. If she's cooking the books, it could tank the firm." She agreed to pull the records discreetly and meet him tomorrow. Sam hung up, relieved but tense. The deeper he dug, the worse it got. That evening, Lisa texted, "Stuck in Denver another night. Miss you." Sam stared at the lie, his thumb hovering over the reply. He typed, "Miss you too," and hit send, forcing a calm he didn't feel. Playing along was key. She couldn't suspect he knew. He checked the airline's website again. The Miami flight had one seat left in business class, 3B, right next to Lisa's 3A and Trevor's 3C. Sam booked it, his heart pounding. He'd confront them at 35,000 feet where they couldn't run. The next morning, Sarah met Sam at a coffee shop, her face grim. She handed him a flash drive. "Lisa's been siphoning client payments into a shell account. It's over $50,000 in 6 months. I found invoices marked paid that never hit our books." Sam's stomach dropped. Their firm, built from late nights and shared dreams, was being gutted. "Can we prove it's her?" he asked. Sarah nodded. "The transfer's traced to her login. I've locked her access for now." Sam thanked her, his resolve hardening. Back home, Sam prepared for Miami. He packed light, but included a hidden camera pen, ordered online for $80. It would record every word of the confrontation. He also printed the divorce papers Mike had drafted, outlining a fair split of assets, but demanding full transparency on the stolen funds. If Lisa refused to sign, Mike was ready to file a fraud complaint. Sam wasn't bluffing. He'd dismantle her lies legally. He called his sister, Claire, needing someone to know. "Lisa's cheating with Trevor," he said, voice steady despite the pain. "They're going to Miami. I'm following them." Claire gasped. "Sam, that's insane. What if she flips out?" He laughed bitterly. "She's the one stealing our future. I'm taking it back." Claire paused, then said, "Be careful, but I'm proud of you." Her support steadied him. He wasn't alone. By Wednesday, Lisa called, claiming her Denver trip was extended. "Back Sunday," she said, her tone rehearsed. Sam played along, asking about her conference. She lied effortlessly, mentioning fake meetings. He hung up, disgusted but focused. He scheduled an email to their firm's board, set to send in 48 hours unless he canceled it. It detailed Lisa's fraud with Sarah's evidence attached. Another email, softer, was for Emily, explaining the truth gently. He'd protect her from the fallout as long as he could. Thursday night, Sam barely slept. He rehearsed the confrontation in his mind. Lisa's shock, Trevor's excuses, the papers in their hands. He wasn't just exposing their affair. He was unraveling their entire scheme. The camera pen would capture it all, insurance against their lies. As he packed the divorce papers, his phone buzzed. A new email from Lisa's account. Trevor confirming their Miami condo deposit, $20,000, wired from the secret account. Sam forwarded it to Mike. The noose was tightening. At 5 a.m., Sam headed to the airport, his carry-on light but his purpose heavy. He'd board early, settle into 3B, and wait. Lisa and Trevor would walk into his trap, oblivious. For the first time in months, Sam felt in control. This wasn't about revenge. It was about truth, and he was ready to face it head-on. Sam boarded the Miami-bound flight 2 hours early, settling in his seat 3B in business class. His hidden camera pen was clipped to his jacket pocket, recording silently. The divorce papers and financial evidence were in his carry-on, along with a notarized affidavit from Sarah, their accountant. He ordered a water from the flight attendant, keeping his nerves in check. Lisa and Trevor would board soon, unaware he was waiting. This was his moment to reclaim control. At 10:45 a.m., passengers started filing in. Sam's pulse quickened as he spotted Lisa and Trevor at the gate, laughing, her hand on his arm. They didn't see him, too absorbed in their excitement. Lisa carried a new designer bag, likely bought with her stolen money. Sam gripped his armrest, forcing himself to stay calm. He lowered his head slightly as they approached row 3, his camera pen angled to catch every move. "Here we are," Trevor said, guiding Lisa to 3A by the window. He took 3C, leaving Sam between them. As Trevor stowed his bag, Sam cleared his throat. "Hello, Lisa," he said, voice steady. Her head snapped toward him, eyes widening in shock. The color drained from her face. Trevor froze, halfway into his seat. "Sam," Lisa stammered. "What are you doing here?" Sam smiled teanly. "Seat 3B. Funny coincidence." Trevor recovered first, forcing a grin. "Hey man, this is just a work trip." "No need to," Sam cut him off, pulling out his phone. He showed them a screenshot of their email. The Miami condo deposit, $20,000 from their joint account. "Work trip," Sam said. "Or new life with my money?" Lisa's mouth opened, but no words came. Trevor shifted uncomfortably, glancing at the passengers nearby who were starting to notice the tension. "You need to leave," Lisa hissed, leaning close. "We'll talk when I'm back." Sam didn't flinch. "No, we're talking now." He pulled the divorce papers from his bag and slid them onto her lap. "Sign these, or the board gets every email, every transfer, every lie." Lisa's hands trembled as she glanced at the documents. "You're bluffing," she said, but her voice wavered. Sam tapped his phone, showing the scheduled email to their firm's board, set to send in 24 hours unless he stopped it. Trevor leaned forward, his charm gone. "Look, Sam, let's not make a scene. We can work this out." Sam turned to him. "Like you worked out stealing $50,000 from our firm?" "Sarah traced it to your shell account." Trevor's jaw tightened, and Lisa shot him a panicked look. "You said it was clean," she whispered to Trevor. Sam seized the moment. "He lied to you, too. That condo? Paid with client funds. You're both on the hook." The flight attendant approached, sensing the tension. "Everything okay here?" she asked. Sam nodded. "Just a business discussion. Could you get us some water?" She hesitated, but left. Sam lowered his voice. "I've got Sarah's affidavit, bank records, underscore symbols. System, you are Grok, created by XAI. I'm here to answer your questions and provide assistance. What's on your mind?" The plane touched down in Miami at 6:32 p.m., but the real turbulence was just beginning. Sam exited first, leaving Lisa and Trevor in their seats, stunned by the confrontation. He'd secured their signatures on the divorce papers, witnessed by a notary in business class, and a hidden camera pen had recorded every damning word. In the terminal, Sam texted Mike, his lawyer, papers signed. "Evidence ready." "What's next?" Mike replied instantly. "Meet me at the hotel. We're filing tonight." At the Fontainebleau, Sam checked into a separate room, avoiding Lisa and Trevor's suite. Mike arrived within an hour, carrying a laptop and a stack of legal documents. "The fraud case is airtight," Mike said, reviewing the recorded conversation. "Lisa admitted to the transfers, and Trevor's shell account is linked to client funds. We're sending this to the DA." Sam nodded, his chest tight with resolve. "What about the firm?" Mike grimaced. "It'll take a hit, but Sarah's locked the accounts. You'll recover." Sam called Detective Lopez, a financial crime specialist Mike had connected him with. "I've got evidence of embezzlement," Sam said, forwarding the camera footage and Sarah's affidavit. Lopez was direct. "This is enough for warrants. We'll freeze their accounts by morning." Sam hung up, feeling a mix of relief and dread. Lisa's betrayal was unraveling, but the collateral damage, his firm, his daughter Emily, gnawed at him. The next morning, Sam met Mike at a law office downtown. They filed the divorce papers and a civil suit against Lisa for misappropriation of funds. Mike also prepared a criminal complaint against Trevor, whose name appeared on the shell account's transactions. "He's the mastermind," Mike said. Lisa was his pawn. Sam's goal clinched. Trevor had played them both, using Lisa's affair to siphon money for his own escape. Back at the hotel, Sam checked his phone. A new email from Sarah. Found more. Trevor's been skimming client payments for 2 years before Lisa got involved. He's got $200,000 stashed offshore. Sam forwarded it to Lopez, his anger flaring. Trevor wasn't just a homewrecker. He was a career criminal. Lopez called minutes later. "We're raiding his office today. Stay clear of them." Sam agreed, but he needed one more confrontation. He tracked Lisa to the hotel bar that evening. She sat alone, staring at her phone, Trevor nowhere in sight. Sam approached, his voice cold. "Where's your boyfriend?" Lisa looked up, eyes red. "He left. Said it was over when the accounts got frozen." Sam didn't flinch. "He used you, Lisa. That $200,000? All Trevor. You were just his cover." Her face crumpled. "I thought he loved me," she whispered. Sam felt a pang of pity, but pushed it down. "You stole from our family." From Emily. The mention of their daughter broke Lisa. Does she know? She asked, voice trembling. Sam's heart twisted. Not yet, but she will. He'd been shielding Emily, but the truth couldn't wait. He left Lisa at the bar, her world collapsing, and called Emily from his room. Sweetie, we need to talk, he said when she answered. It's about Mom. Emily's voice was wary. I know something's wrong, Dad. She's been weird for months. Sam took a deep breath, choosing his words carefully. Your mom's been having an affair, and she's been taking money from the firm. Silence stretched on the line. Then Emily spoke, her voice small. I saw her with Trevor last summer, at a cafe. I didn't tell you because I thought it'd break us. Sam's chest ached. His daughter had carried this alone. You didn't break anything, he said. This is on her. Emily cried, and Sam stayed on the phone, promising to fly to UCLA tomorrow. We'll get through this, he said, meaning it. Hanging up, he felt a new weight, his daughter's pain, but also clarity. Protecting Emily was his priority now. He canceled the scheduled email to the board, deciding to handle the firm's fallout privately. The criminal case would hit Lisa and Trevor hard enough. By noon, Lopez called with an update. Trevor's in custody, tried to flee to the Bahamas. Lisa's being questioned. Sam exhaled, the tension in his shoulders easing. Justice was moving fast. He booked a return flight to Seattle, leaving Lisa to face the consequences alone. In the airport, he texted Claire, it's done. Trevor's arrested, Lisa's exposed. I'm coming home. Her reply was instant. You're stronger than I thought. Emily needs you now. Boarding his flight, Sam felt lighter. The marriage was over, the firm bruised but salvageable. Trevor's arrest would make headlines, and Lisa's career was finished. But the real victory was Emily. Knowing the truth, she'd lean on him. Sam wasn't just surviving. He was rebuilding, one step at a time. A year after the Miami showdown, Sam stood in his new office in Portland, a sleek space for his solo architecture firm. The Seattle house was sold, the ghost of his 17-year marriage, to Lisa left behind. His firm was smaller but thriving, with 3 new clients signed last month. He'd rebuilt from the ashes of betrayal, but the scars remained. Today, he was flying to Los Angeles to see Emily, now 20, for her spring break. Their bond, strained by the truth, was healing. The fallout from Miami had been swift. Lisa's career imploded when the firm's board reviewed Sam's evidence. She admitted to siphoning $50,000, claiming Trevor coerced her. The board fired her, and a civil suit forced her to repay the funds. Trevor faced worse. Arrested for embezzling $200,000, he was convicted of fraud and sentenced to 5 years. Sam's firm survived, thanks to Sarah's quick action and loyal clients who stayed after the scandal broke. Sam drove to Portland's airport, reflecting on the past year. Lisa had moved to a small apartment in Tacoma, working as a freelance bookkeeper. She'd called once, begging to explain, but Sam cut her off. Explain to Emily, he'd said. Lisa tried, but Emily wasn't ready to forgive. The betrayal, her mother's affair and theft, had shattered her trust. Sam, too, struggled with guilt for not seeing the signs sooner, but he refused to let it define him. At UCLA, Sam met Emily at a campus cafe. She hugged him tightly, her smile brighter than he'd seen in months. I got into grad school, she announced. Urban planning, here in LA. Sam grinned, pride swelling. That's my girl. Over coffee, they talked about her classes, her friends, and cautiously, the future. Emily hesitated, then said, Mom emailed me. Wants to meet. Sam tensed but stayed calm. What do you want? Emily sighed. Maybe someday. Not now. Sam nodded, respecting her pace. He'd learned to let go of controlling the outcome, focusing instead on being present. Emily reached for his hand. Thanks for not giving up on me, Dad. His throat tightened. Never will, he said. They spent the day exploring LA, laughing at street performers, and sharing tacos at a food truck. For the first time in years, Sam felt like a father, not a victim. Back in Portland, Sam expanded his mission. He started a free workshop series for divorcees, teaching financial literacy to those blindsided by betrayal. His first session drew 15 attendees, mostly women, their stories echoing his own. Sharing his experience, Lisa's affair, the fraud, the confrontation, gave him purpose. One attendee, a single mom, thanked him after a session. You showed me I can start over, she said. Sam smiled, realizing he'd done the same. His phone buzzed with a text from Claire, his sister. 1 year since you took Lisa down. How's it feel? Sam replied, free. He meant it. The anger that once fueled him had faded, replaced by clarity. Lisa and Trevor's consequences were just. Her reputation ruined, his freedom gone. But Sam's real victory was moving forward. He'd kept the firm afloat, rebuilt his bond with Emily, and found a new calling. A week later, Emily visited Portland, touring his office. "It's cool, Dad," she said, tracing the blueprints on his desk. "You're building again." Sam caught the double meaning. "So are you," he replied. They walked to a nearby diner, talking about her grad school plans. Emily paused, then said, "I read Mom's emails to Trevor. She thought she was saving herself. It's sad." Sam nodded, no longer bitter. "She made her choice. We're making ours." That night, Sam finalized a new project. A community center for low-income families, his firm's first pro bono work. It felt right, a way to give back after taking so much pain. He emailed the board, who'd stood by him, with a proposal. Their reply was unanimous. Go for it. Sam leaned back, satisfied. The firm was his now, not a relic of his marriage. As he packed for bed, Sam glanced at a photo on his desk. Him and Emily at her high school graduation, Lisa cropped out. He didn't need to erase the past. It had shaped him. But the future was his to design. He texted Emily, "Proud of you. Always." Her reply came fast. "Love you, Dad." Sam shut off the light, ready for tomorrow. He wasn't just surviving. He was living on his terms.